Fort Kaministiquia was a significant development in French fur trading during the 17th and 18th centuries. Daniel Graysel and Sieur Dalhut built the first Fort Kaministiquia at the area's southern branch in 1679 or potentially 1683. This fort closed in 1696 since the French had no interest in expanding. They did not need to expand because they eliminated the British fur trading competition from 1682 to 1713. Britain regained control of the Hudson's Bay fur trade in 1713 with the Treaty of Utrecht. Because of this, Fort Kaministiquia's location became relevant to the French again. Jean Morrison wrote that the French would use this fort to intercept indigenous people bringing furs to the British in Hudson's Bay. To exert more French influence over the area, Zachary Rubertel de Lanou built Fort Catamagoya on the Kaministiquia River in 1717. This was the second fort built in the area, constructed in the northern branch. Shortly after this, Pierre Gaultier de La Vérendrye entered the scene. La Vérendrye was a fur trader, commander, and western explorer for French interests. Today there is a French Catholic school in Thunder Bay named after this French explorer. He was given the position to command a fort at Lake Nipigon in 1726. After 3 years of fur trading, La Vérendrye looked to the Kaministiquia River in 1730 in hopes to explore westward and find the Northern Passage. A Cree guide named Ochagach convinced La Vérendrye to use the Pigeon River instead of the Kaministiquia River to go westward. He proved that this was a better route by showing La Vérendrye this map of the area in 1727. Jean Morrison shows maps of these two routes in her text. The southern Grand Portage Pigeon River route is clearly preferable to the northern Kaministiquia River route. Ochagach's map showed that the Kaministiquia River route was 230 miles and that the Pigeon River route was only 150 miles. The Kaministiquia River also had the added obstacle of Kekebeka Falls, which would have entailed a very difficult portage. According to Morrison, Kekebeka Falls was an 108-foot obstacle if La Vérendrye were to take the Kaministiquia River for his expedition. Pigeon River also had challenges associated with it. Canoes had to be portaged on unforgiving terrain and for a significant length of time. Morrison writes that Ochagach said that this portage was nearly 9 miles, calling it the Grand Portage. The Kaministiquia River and Fort Kaministiquia helped the French create a fur trading empire. This empire does not exist anymore, but it was significant to the fur trade and developments in westward expansion. The legacy of Fort Kaministiquia is also important to the history of places that emerged in the area. The Northwest Company's Fort William subsequently controlled the area after the French lost influence around the Kaministiquia River. These settlements factored into the development of Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay may not have been the same as it is today without the French efforts to expand the fur trade in Fort Kaministiquia.